Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Ezekiel chapter 37, we have the vision of the valley of dry bones. And this was a vision that Ezekiel received about this valley that was filled with bones. And not only bones, but dry bones, indicating that they had been dead for quite some time. And the Lord tells him to prophesy over these bones, and these bones begin to come together. Even the sinews begin to show up on them, and they basically come together as human bodies. And then the wind comes in and gives them breath, and they become this mighty army. And it's always good when you have a vision such as this, and we are given an explanation of it. And we definitely have that here in Ezekiel 37 in verse 11, where it says, "Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried up, and our hope has perished. We have complete, we are completely cut off." And so these bones represented how the nation felt. Remember, Ezekiel is a prophet there among the exiles, and the exiles felt like these dry bones. They felt as though their hope had perished and that they had been completely cut off. Once a, hope seems to go away once a person dies, and especially after a person dies and decomposes even to the point of being dry bones, you think, well, there's no more hope for that person. But the Lord says that even in what seems dire, even something as dire as death, I can still step in and I can bring life. And I can step in and I can still make you a mighty warrior. And that's the message that is being presented to Ezekiel and also to the exiles, that God was going to breathe life into them once again, and they would prosper once again. And this is an encouraging word for us as well, because we know that the Lord does this very thing for us also. There are times in our lives where we feel like dry bones. We feel like our hope is perished. We feel like we've been cut off. We feel like there is no one who can help us. We feel like we're at our wits' end. And maybe it's because of some tragedy that enters into our lives. Maybe it's just the humdrum of life that slowly ekes away any type of vitality within us. Maybe it's past traumatic experiences that we've gone through. It might be a lot of things that bring us into the valley of dry bones and makes us participants of the valley of dry bones. But we got to trust in a God who can breathe life into even the most dire situations. And that if we will but trust Him, He can breathe life into our situations. And not only that, but make us come out as mighty warriors. And that's typically what happens whenever a person goes through a very dark time and they go through a distressing situation, a challenging circumstance, and the Lord comes in and helps them. They come out as mighty warriors. That is, they come out a lot stronger than they were when they went in. And it's because of the fact that they've now experienced the power of God. And once you've experienced the power of God in your deepest, darkest needs, then you become virtually indestructible. Then you know that you can meet any challenge. Then you know that you can stand up against the dark forces in the spiritual places. You know that you can then move forward and tackle challenges that lay ahead, because you've seen a God who has redeemed you. You see a God who has restored you. You see a God who has breathed life into you in the past, and you trust in that same God for future victories. And so whenever we feel like we are a valley of dry bones, let's turn to the Lord. Let's turn to the Lord, trust in the Lord, and know that He can not only just restore us and breathe life back into us, but He can make us mighty warriors to accomplish His will and His purpose here on this earth. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.